Oh. Hello everybody, welcome back to another day of training. This is, I think this will be my last heavy deadlift day before Worlds, so we're getting really freaking close to the finish line here. So I think I mentioned my knee's been kind of acting up. It's been a little swollen, a little stiff, a little sore. And on Monday, I got to like 120 kilos and I could barely squat. It hurt so bad. So I was programmed to do my comp squat triple and then progress into some belt squats. So what I did was I just trimmed 20 or so kilos off of my comp squat triple. And I did that anyways, despite it feeling terrible. Called it there. I even had a hard time benching that day because I couldn't pull my feet back into a decent position. So given that I could barely walk and definitely couldn't squat 2 days ago, I wasn't feeling super optimistic about deadlifts today. I basically came in and said, I don't know, we'll see if they happen. This might be a really long taper. So came in and was able to deadlift, which was good. Maybe you can tell, maybe you can't. I'm feeling like pretty mellow. Didn't really get super amped up for training. You know, didn't feel like I was super sharp and focused and like snappy or anything, and still managed to pull decently well. Pulled a 345, pulled a 355. The 355 was probably more like an 8.5. So not my best work, but better than not being able to deadlift today. Then I followed that up with 4 doubles. Again, like sandbagged those at 305, although if you watch the footage, it might not look like I sandbagged those. They were supposed to be like 320. So yeah, pulled back on those, got the work in. Moved on, did some bench today, my comp bench, sets of 4. And felt like my bench for the first time in a long time. And I'm not strong right now on my bench. Maybe not at all, but I feel like I'm in an okay place with training, with how I'm able to approach things, with pain levels, with feeling like I can move decently well. I guess what I'm getting at is that despite me not spending this prep hitting big PRs and, you know, posting, I haven't really posted anything on Instagram. And that's kind of been in the back of my head, like, I wonder why I'm not doing that or feeling compelled to do that. Because I'm still filming a lot of my lifts. That 285 squat from my last big squat session would have been a great lift to post. I was really proud of that. But I just haven't felt compelled to engage with training in that way. I've been really enjoying the vlogs and the opportunity to kind of like talk a little more about things and, you know, get into some of the nuance of it all in terms of how I've been feeling. So maybe there's just something more engaging for me about approaching my training or making my training public in that way. So yeah, I feel probably way better than I should, given, you know, I benched 145 for 4 at like a 7 today. I pulled 355 and it had like a sticky lockout, so it's probably 8.5, 9 RPE for a single, right? Like that's less than I've opened with at some competitions. And it was kind of hard, but I don't feel like shit about it. I don't feel like, oh God, I'm so scared. Like, oh, I'm gonna have a hard time at me. It's like, I don't know. Maybe there's an element of the competition experience that I've accumulated over the last decade of competing in this sport, but I feel kind of like at ease and at peace with it. And I think anybody who's watched this channel has probably heard me say that before a competition pretty much every time. There's this like intense buildup of nerves and emotions and stress, and then at some point it just snaps and it all kind of fades away, and it's like, whatever will, you know, que sera, sera. Whatever will be. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see how things go. I'm gonna do some more squats tomorrow, squat some SSBs. I think we're doing a vlog with that. And then I have 2 more sessions and a little taper session once I get to South Africa, but like I leave in 5 days. So it's not like, oh yeah, we got time to turn it around. But I don't know that there's anything to turn around. I don't think that I'm in a bad spot. So I'm feeling a little like taper take me, you know, a little beat up, a little fatigued, a little run down, but I think that's a good thing. I think I revel in that a little bit. So yeah, I don't know. Thanks to everybody for hanging out and sticking around and being part of the build-up and the experience and listening to me jabber for so long that Dylan is rolling his eyes behind the camera thinking, I think you might have talked too much on this one.
I'm not.
But yeah, thanks everybody for, I don't know, hey buddy, for continuing to support us and what we do and making this all possible. So I don't know, just feeling very grateful. So see ya.